Screen set by Randall. Rivers from 3. 11 straight. Nick points. Austin Rivers.
Jazz have fouls to give if they like.
Shot clock at 3. Rivers puts it 3 and hits. He has scored the last 14 Knicks points.
5-3. My microphone is drunk. 5-3, I said. The New York Knicks, after last night's game against the Utah Jazz, are now 5-3. I told y'all, I said this Jazz game was going to be a test. Did I not? I showed you the stats in the last few games we played against them. 4-0 against us in the last 2 years. Comeback kids. The cardiac kids show up again. Third quarter of doom. Haven't seen that in a little while. Third quarter of doom hasn't been a thing for the New York Knicks with Tom Thibodeau. Austin Rivers. Julius Randle. And the new name, General Payton. Shout out to my boy Powell. I like the nickname. I like it. The Knicks look good in this game against the Utah Jazz. There's still a lot of things going on behind the scenes because, you know, Knicks fans just don't know how to be happy about certain things. Are the young Knicks getting enough playtime? Are they developing enough? Are we ruining it by deciding to play well in a season with such a strong draft class? All these conversations are being had, but right now in my bubble, we are 5-3, game by game. Utah Jazz, big test. Are we for real? So many questions being asked, and I gotta hit every single one of those questions. I'm so hyped up right now. Let's go. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Coach Boy, CK2K here, and welcome back to another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Join the CK crew if you haven't already. New merch drop is on the way. CK crew members get a discount, so you want to join that so you can get a better deal on this new merch, because I'm telling you, you're not gonna want to miss out on this new merch on its way. I'm so hyped about it. The Knicks are 5-3. I tried it. I'm so hyped up right now. We are 5-3 behind another late game comeback. We started the game good, then it just went away from us in the rest of that first quarter and second quarter. But we ended the second quarter as best as we could with the way that our first half looked. Shout out to all you guys that came through for yesterday's Wednesday night Knicks. We are 1-1 on Wednesday night Knicks, so the curse is not on us, okay? We are 1-1. If we had gone 0-2, then I would have had to start considering the fact that the Wednesday night Knicks might be cursed. But we are 1-1. We got a game next Wednesday against the Brooklyn Nets, the New Jersey Nets, as I call them. We got that Wednesday night, so be there for that next week if you missed out on yesterday. It's a lot of fun. This game that we had against the Utah Jazz, I dubbed this the ultimate test for this team. We played some of the best teams in the Eastern Conference to start off this season in Philadelphia, Milwaukee, the streaking Cavaliers. I'm not going to call them one of the better teams in the East, but a streaking Cavaliers team, the Raptors, and we played Indiana yet again. And in through all of that, we were able to come out 4-3, being 4 of those wins coming against Utah playoffs, Bucks playoffs, and then we got the hot Cleveland Cavaliers that we did end up beating as well, and the very hot Atlanta Hawks, y'all favorite Atlanta Hawks. All my Trae Young fans that be talking about Trae Young, the Atlanta Hawks, another playoff bound team. So we had a good start, and now this was our first test of a Western Conference team in the Utah Jazz, and like I said, a Utah Jazz team that continuously has our number. I think in the last 5 times we played them, they beat us all 5 times, and this is the first time we were able to come out and get a win, and we got it in a competitive fashion yet again, in a game where it was looking like it was going to get ugly real quick, yet you cannot count out the third quarter. These halftime speeches by Tom Thibodeau hit a lot differently than the David Fizdale, Jeff Hornacek, Derek Fisher halftime speeches, okay? This is a different kind of halftime speech. Mike Miller, I'm not counting because Mike Miller, you did a good job for us. I will never smear your name, Mike Miller. I never will. But Tom Thibodeau halftime speeches hit different because the Knicks looked like a completely different team. The minute we saw we were in, it was only a 12-point deficit, we were looking for blood. RJ Barrett flipped around on defense. He wasn't entirely great in tonight's game, which is the reason why we didn't see him much of the fourth quarter. Elfrid Payton starting us off defensively, and then the rest was history. We saw great play from Elfrid Payton to get us into that fourth quarter. Julius Randle was able to turn it around, getting us into that fourth quarter, and then Austin Rivers came in to seal the deal. Austin Rivers went out there, and I think he only had like 10 points going into the second half, and 8 points, something like that, going into the second half. And then he ended this game with a solid 23 points for the game, shooting crazy numbers from the field. It was another great game to see from this New York Knicks team, especially going up against this not powerful, but this strong playoff Utah Jazz team who plays the game the right way and just is consistency personified when it comes to any kind of basketball team, the Utah Jazz. And we came out there and we got ahead of them while they're still slumping. And that's another big key, man. You can talk about it being early on in the season playing against all these teams, but we are taking advantage of these teams when they're not playing well. That is something the Knicks don't normally do. We saw that in the first quarter where they did not start off very well, but the Knicks were doing well, but we were still going through the motions, and the Jazz ended up taking the lead that they have. But after that second half, we turned it around, buckled down, we played well. When's the last time I could tell you that we scored a total of 68 points in the second half, 34 in the third quarter compared to the Jazz's 19 points? Normally we on the other side of that. 34 points in the fourth quarter compared to the Jazz's 25 points. We were playing defense and we were outplaying them, getting them to just 100 points for the game, 112 for us. The Knicks are playing, man. Right now, we are tiptoeing into this real life territory. And when I say by that, because it's still only 8 games, so people aren't going to take it serious, is the fact that people don't know what to believe right now because we're the New York Knicks and we're not giving them content for comedy and bloopers because the Knicks are playing well, good basketball right now. I'm going on a tangent right now because I just like my man Austin Rivers. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke from everybody. But like I said in the beginning, this is drawing a lot of questions from a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the comments probably thinking the same thing. There's people who are kind of upset with how well we're playing because 2021 draft is probably going to be one of the best drafts that we're going to be talking about in the next decade, and the Knicks are winning in the season. Now mind you, yes, the Mavericks aren't playing well, and we have their draft pick, so right now we do still have a lottery pick in the Mavericks. But are we realistically believing that the Mavericks will stay playing this poorly for the entire season? No, not really. So there's an opportunity that we might not have 2 lottery picks in this year's draft. But we also have to remember, is there a possibility the Knicks will play this well the entire season? We don't know about that either. I will say this, though. Remember, look up how many games it took for us to get to 5 wins last season. You're taking too long. It took us 25 games for the Knicks to get to 5 games. It only took us 8 this season. Regardless of what the season ends for us, we can end, like I say all the time, we can end 20-52. But regardless, the fact of the matter is, you know the Knicks are going to compete night in and night out, and that is more important than any draft or any free agent, if you ask me. The Knicks, for the first time, have continuity across the board. Front office and the coaching staff, there's synergy, meaning that the players on the court match what everybody wants. Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau want the same things, and the players are results of that. They want the guys that are going to work hard and play for a purpose and not just play for a contract. We have synergy going on with this team right now, and it is so nice to see, and I love that. Now back to the question about the draft. I'm not worried about the draft because I'm worried about what's going on with this team day by day. Like I said, right now we're 5-3, 8 games in. Of course I'm gonna be hyped up. Of course I'm gonna be hoping that the P word can be said on this channel by CK2K. I'm hoping for it, but at the same time staying realistic, knowing that we are still early in the season. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I don't believe that the Knicks are for real. I am saying that the Knicks are a real deal team, that we're not a night off for a lot of these other teams that are going out there trying to compete for a championship. We're not an off night team no more, and that's what's important. Build that culture. All I've been asking for, and I hate to compare them to this team, but I want this Knicks team to look a lot like the 2018 Brooklyn, New Jersey Nets. And the Knicks right now are doing that. We are building a team with a lot of guys that do a lot of things well. And if we, for whatever reason, are able to get somebody in free agency, even though there's not much of anything in free agency anymore with everybody re-signing, they can slot in with a team that's already well put together. And that's going to help us in the long term. Players are going to want to come to us instead of us thirsting over them. That's what the New York Knicks need. And in that process, who knows? Say we end 500, say we end below 500 and we're still in the lottery. Who knows if with us competing for once, we finally get blessed with the New Orleans Pelicans luck and jumping up to get a good draft pick in the draft. There's so many different factors that can go into everything. All I know is right now, on this day, January 7th, the New York Knicks are 5-3, and as a Knicks fan, I'm happy about it. The rest will come when it comes. If we end up being a playoff team and we end up getting the sights of some players that want to come and play for us, that's a plus. If we end up barely missing the playoffs, still be in the lottery and jump up some spots because of that, that's a plus too. Hell, If we end up going to lottery and we stick at ourselves, it doesn't matter. This draft is deep. We will figure it out. I'm not worried about it. All I know is for the first time in a long time, there is synergy in the New York Knicks right now. New York Knicks right now. We back right now. And I'm enjoying it day by day. Our schedule coming up, we do have some tough games, but we have some winnable games, and we need to see right now what version of the Knicks we're gonna get. Let me know your thoughts about this last game in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about us in what we're doing right now, and let me know your thoughts about everything that was mentioned in this video in the comments below. Are you one of the people that are upset because we're playing well and you really want to get the best of the best in the draft this year? Let me know your thoughts on everything I mentioned in the comments below. Like I said, day by day. That's how you got to take it. That's the mantra that I'm sticking with. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But for now, we're bringing back, because I've not been able to do in the last 2 videos, comments of the video. Hector Martinez just came for the Rivers react, on fire like NBA Jam. Austin Rivers having himself his Garden game. It is such a bummer that there was no fans there. But golly, I hope he felt the energy. Austin Rivers, tune into CK2K, bruh. Check out Wednesday Night Knicks and read the chat. Check out my energy. We were hyped up about it, real time, okay? I know it's not the same, but we got you something for you, Austin, okay? Man, I wish there was some fans in the stands for Austin Rivers. I mean, the bench was out there putting it. They were excited too. But, oh, man, he had his Garden game, though. He had his Garden game. Now he just need to do it with fans in the stands. Jonathan Frimmerman says, so, of course, the year the Browns make the playoffs, the Knicks have to make it as well. That's right. That's right. 2021, the beginning of something new. We flipping it all around. Shout out to the Browns, man. I ain't no Browns fan, but look, because of what we go through as Knicks fans, when I see other teams struggle and stuff like that, and I see them come out of the mud with people talking about that they just purgatory, they don't do nothing like that. They come out the mud, and now they're in there competing for the P word. I love it. So go ahead, Browns. Go ahead. Defy the odds. I don't know how far y'all gonna get in the playoffs, but go ahead, Browns. Go ahead. DJ AK Gold said, is it too early to celebrate? No. After 20 years, why not? Celebrate, DJ. Celebrate, man. Like I said, game by game, enjoy the moment. We deserve this moment. We finally have something that's well built, put together. Enjoy the moment. You know, we can talk about draft on. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy what is finally being put together in front of us. Enjoy the moment, DJ, as I am right now. Let me know your thoughts about everything mentioned in this video before. Are you like me, enjoying the moment right now, or are you too busy thinking about what we could be missing out on, what we could not be doing in rah. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's me, your boy CK. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Do not forget to join the notification gang. It's me, your boy CK. I've never said that before. That was not my outro. It's me, your boy CK. You know what it is. Let's get it. On to the next game. We got the Thunder tomorrow. New video tomorrow too. I'm out of here. Check me out over on Knicks Media. Yes, sir. I'm out. Much love. Peace.
Feeling like I won the lotto. Always taking trips with a new chick, asking where the time goes.